Hi, this is Glenn Andrade from Digital Synergy, and welcome to part 3 of my GroovePages and GrooveSell demo walkthrough. In a moment, we're going to continue building our sales funnel that shows you how to set up a complete sales funnel using GroovePages and GrooveSell. All right, so if you did not watch part 1 or part 2 of this series, I urge you to go and check out my channel and watch those two trainings just to get the best understanding of this final training. So the first one training thumbnail looks like this, and part 2 looks like this, and part 3 you're in right now. So again, if you did not watch that, I would go back and take a look at those. So I want to start by doing a quick overview of what we did in the previous trainings, but in this video, in part 3, we're going to be focused on setting up our products in GrooveSell. All right, the past 2 trainings have been on GroovePages and basically setting up our funnels. Today, we're going to be talking about the products, setting up the products in in GrooveSell, okay? And that's what we're going to be focused on. Actually, I did a little agenda here to show you what we're going to be looking at. So first thing is I'm going to recap, okay, what we did in part 1, part 2. Next thing is we are going to set up our product and bonuses in GrooveSell. We're going to set up a Stripe account to be able to get payments for people purchasing our products. We'll also take a look at other payment methods. We're going to set up the thank you page for once somebody purchases our product. We're going to set up a tracking codes so that we can keep track of who bought what and stuff like that, and it'll be in our dashboard, all our statistics. And we're going to get our links and set up our checkout embed widget, which basically is the checkout form that people will be led to make the payment. And then we're just going to do a quick test of this. And actually, one thing I was going to throw in here as well, we'll talk about it, is the email part of the funnel. So when they opt in, they're going to be getting a PDF. I just wanted to quickly show you basically how that funnel looks, just so you get a complete understanding of the complete funnel. So we'll talk about that in a moment. All right, so let's recap on what we did on the previous training. So we'll go to GroovePages, and we're going to go to our demo that we've been working on and look at the pages that we've built. So we built, in the first training, we built this opt-in page, okay? And so this is where I was explaining that when somebody opts in, they put their name and email, they're opting in to get this ebook, this free report. Now this free report is going to be delivered via email, okay? And you know what, I'm going to show you that right now, just so we get it out of the way. So once they opt in to our list, which I showed you in training 1, so you'll take a look how to configure that, they're going to be connected to your, in my case, this is an active campaign, okay? And so they opted in, they're going into my list. I created what's called an automation, okay? And so in this automation, what I wanted to do is basically set up a series of emails. And in the first email is basically when they first opt in, I tell them to wait 10 minutes because I want them to look at the page, our landing page, our thank you page, where we offer them the bonus if they want the additional 4 ebooks. So I don't want them to receive this right away. I don't want them to get distracted. So then once they do get it, they're going to be delivered this ebook. This email. So it basically just says thank you, welcome. See the ebook PDF is attached, so it's attached. They're going to get it in the email. And real quick, I'm just going to show you what they'll get. So it's just a simple ebook. But what's important to note about this ebook, what you want to do if you're doing a similar strategy to this, is obviously you want to provide good value, good content, right? So you're going to give them what you promised. But this also serves as a marketing piece because within the ebook, you're also going to provide links to your sales page. So you're going to be telling them, hey, this is great. This is how you stop your dog from barking. Here's another option. You can get this anti-bark collar right here, and that'll take them to our sales page. So you're leading them back through your material. See, here it is again. All right. So I just wanted to make note of that. But back to the emails. So we provide them with that. We deliver our ebook, and then in the following emails, because I'm not just giving them one email, right? I want to send them more in case they did not take me up on my offer. I want to keep reminding them, hey, why don't you pick up this special offer? You can get all these other books. All you have to do is purchase this one thing, and you can get all that. So that is the purpose of multiple emails, and I just wanted to show you that in the funnel. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. So let's go ahead now and continue on to GrooveSell, or I'm sorry, to continue on to show you what we've done in the past training. So in the first one, we set up this opt-in page. In the next training, we actually set up these two, which is after they opt in here, they're going to go to the thank you, which is a thank you / hey, by the way, how would you also like this? And that's what this page is. So we set this up, and then we also set up the actual, well, this is actually more, it's the sales page, right? It's more, the other one's really the offer. I should change that. But anyway, you get the point. So this is the sales page, okay? Because this is where they're going to be able to buy the product. All right, so we set that up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, right now this link is not attached to anything. We want it to go to our checkout. And that's what GrooveSell does. So let's take a look at GrooveSell. So now we're going to go here. We're going to go to GrooveSell. And we're going to go to funnels. And I actually, let's delete this, because I just want to start it from scratch. Here. All right, so yours will look just like this, right? You don't have any products in here yet. So we're going to create a new product funnel. We're going to give it a name. So bark collar, I'm just going to use the same thing for the name, and then description. You could put, you know, whatever, this is just for your internal knowledge. But right now we're just going to use bark collar. Okay, so now it takes us to this. So basically this is what they call a funnel, a product funnel. So this is where we're going to set everything up for this particular product. And so in order to do that, we're going to come over here to the right, and we're going to click on this edit link. Okay, and so now it's basically just going to give us a step-by-step and lead us through the process of setting up a product, right? So this is going to be our front-end product. So in other words, this is our main product. This is what we want them to see right up front. It's not an upsell or a downsell. In case you don't know, an upsell or a downsell is basically if they purchase this, then you say, hey, how would you like to get this in addition to? Or a downsell is something that's lower price. So I'm not going to get too much into any of that in this training. We'll talk about that in another video. So we're going to go ahead, select that as a front-end product. We're going to go next. Okay, and then this is where we set up our price points. Okay, so bark collar, you know, we can say this is, I'm just going to give you an example here. I have a pretty basic product here. It's not a subscription, it's not recurring, anything like that, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. So I'm just going to pretend like this is one-time payment, right? And then we'll just, again, you can be more specific about your particular products here. And this is where, and it'll ask you if you want this to be a default. So this is the first option we want them to see. So yes, this will be a default. When they go to the buy checkout page, this is what we're setting up right now. So we want that to come first. So we're setting this up. We can add several of these price points. We can set up one at, you know, we put in our price here. So our price is $24.99. I believe, and we can set up if we wanted to do like a trial, we can set all that up, like what the trial period is, the initial price if you want it to be at one price for the trial, and then another price after the trial, that kind of thing. We're not dealing with that, but I just wanted to show you that real quick. Also, we can set up something that was recurring. So we'll get to that. For now, we're dealing with this one price point. It's a one-time payment of $24.99. So now let's just say, as an example, I'm just going to add it as an example. It's not really part of this funnel. Let's just say you had some sort of recurring option here for this bark collar. Let's pretend that it's like pills or something, or some sort of supplement for your pet. So we could add another payment here, or another price point rather, and we're going to say bark collar supplement. Okay, and then the same thing here, and then we're not going to do a trial, but let's just say this is $19.99 recurring. Okay, and so we're going to select recurring, because right now we're dealing with this price point. So we've already created the one time, now we're creating this, okay, and we'll say this is whatever, monthly. Okay, and again, this is just an example. This isn't really part of my real funnel. I just want to show you some of the options. And then the other option you have is, if you want, let's say you had sort of a higher end product that's like hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars, and you want to give them the option to pay at regular intervals of time. So you have the ability to do that. You also will have, it's coming soon, the ability to do recurring installments. So that's great to know. That's probably as soon as they're out of beta, that option will be available. So then we want to go to Save and Next. Okay, and here's where we're going to set up our payment gateway. Okay, and so what that means is how you're going to receive payment from these people who are purchasing your product. So as you can see, we have these options here. There's no PayPal added here. We don't have anything set up. So let's go ahead and click on here, set up gateways, add a new payment gateway. Okay, and so we have these three options right now. For this demonstration, we're going to choose Stripe. Okay, and so here I'm going to put Stripe, and this is going to ask us for specific information from your Stripe account. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I already have a Stripe account, so I'm not going to reopen a new account, but basically you would go to Stripe right here, and you would find, where to sign in for a new account. Here I already have an account, so it's going to take me directly into the account. Okay, so I set this account up. Now, what we're going to look for is developers, and we're looking for our API key. So I actually haven't been in here in a while. Oh, here it is, API keys. Okay, so here is our publishable key, which it's asking for. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go back here and put our publishable key there, and then it's asking for our secret key. So we'll have to hit this, and it'll give us that. We'll go back, put that in, and then create. Okay, so now you see that our Stripe account has been added here. All right, so then what we do is we go to set up gateway. Okay, and we go to Save and Next. We are going to, it's going to ask us for what our sales page is. Okay, so we're going to go to our funnel. Just going to open it in another tab here so we don't have to keep going back and forth. And we're going to get our sales funnel that we were working on for our demo. And we're looking for that page that's going to have the buy button, which is this page here. Okay, and it wants the name of this page. So we're going to go to the page, and the name of the page actually is, if we go in here, you see underneath here it says index copy. index copy copy. When we set this up, at least at this point, what we want to do is we want to go in and we want to edit settings, okay, and we want to give this page, this is what your URL is going to be called, okay. So we want to put what this is. So again, I said we were calling it the collar offer demo, so let's just call it the collar sales. Oops. Okay, collar sales demo, and then you hit that check mark, and oops. Okay, so you can't have spaces because it's a URL. So just going to click that. So now that's the name of our page, and I'm going to just change this name just so that we stay consistent. I'm going to change that to sales demo because really it's our sales page. Okay, so we're going to change that, and so now we know that the name of our URL is going to be if we go back here to publish, okay, this is something else I want to show you. All right, now in order to publish this site, okay, we can publish this on our own site. So let's say I had a specific domain, which I do have one, but I don't have this set up. I didn't want to go into too much detail about that right now, but I wanted to give you your options. So you can publish this on your own domain, and this domain would be Planet Petwear. So, but for simplicity, the easiest way right now is you can just host your site with GrooveFunnels, okay? And you would, so this is what your page name would be like, and then you would choose a name here. So I would say Planet Petwear. Okay, so that's gonna be my name. So I'm gonna hit publish. Okay, so remember you have two options. You can host with GrooveFunnels. Okay, that's the easiest, just to at least just to get started and test everything. Or you can host it on your own custom domain. Not a problem. Okay, you just have to mess with the C names and stuff like that. It's pretty standard, pretty easy. There's training inside of the Groove Academy, as well as you can contact your hosting provider. All right, so now we have our name. Let's take a look. Let's copy this URL. And we're going to put a link there. And we call this the collar sales. Do we call it collar sales? What did we call it? Sorry. Demo. All right, so here we go. This page is published. So we want this URL. So we're going to copy. We're going to go back to GrooveSell, and we're going to put the name of our sales page there. Okay, and then our thank you page we can set up here. Okay, so remember we set up two different price points. So if they purchased our one-time choice here, we can take them to a specific thank you page here, or we can create a whole other thank you page and send them here. You know, again, this was just for demonstration purposes. That's not real. So we can just go ahead and put our one thank you page that we have. So let's come back here, and actually, I take that back. We have a little bit of a special case here because we had a thank you page for when they opted in to get our ebook. Okay, so we don't want to give them this because they'll be in a loop, right? They're just gonna keep going back and forth. So what we're gonna do instead is we're just gonna make a copy of this page, okay, and I'm gonna rename this so there's no confusion, and we're gonna give this a name. I'm going to call this thank you offer. okay, because it's a thank you plus we're offering them something. So I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to copy. I'm just going to go ahead and copy that, make a duplicate, clone. Okay, so now you see we're in a clone, and we're going to go ahead and rename that. And we're going to say thank you demo sales. Okay, and we're going to change the URL as well. Thank you sales. So we have thank you demo for the offer, and thank you for the actual sale. Let me just double check something. Okay, so that's going to be the URL. All right, so I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go back. Actually, before we do that, let's format our page. So this is going to be, I'm just going to do this just easy. So I'm going to delete all this because it's just going to be a thank you page. We're going to delete all of this. Okay, so again, we're just choosing the area we want to delete. In this case, this is like an entire block, and we're just deleting it. Okay, deleting it. Now, you know, I could get, I don't know why this is spaced so weird. Let me try to fix that real quick. I'm going to delete this. Okay. All right, so now we're going to, I'm just going to put some dummy text, well, not dummy text, I'm just going to put some real quick text in here. All right, and we're just going to say oops. You know, I'm just going to put something, oops. Center this and move the spacing up. Okay, again, this is just for our purposes of demonstration. So we just needed another thank you page. Obviously, I would make this nicer. I would put some other information that I want, maybe take them to my our website or YouTube channel or anything like that, or give them some other information. But for now, we're going to go ahead and save this. And now we're going to use this thank you page, which is remember, it's asking us for the thank you URL, and that's what we are doing right now. And so we're going to go ahead and put that there, make sure we got it. Okay, we didn't publish it yet, that's why it's not showing up. So let's go back, and we want to go ahead, and we saved it, and we're going to go ahead and publish. Okay, and then you'll get this little message here. It says content saved. Usually goes live within a few minutes, but sometimes it does take longer. So you just go back and refresh this page. Okay, so there it is. And okay, so we're good there. Now we're going to take the name of this page, thank you page here, and we're going to put it in here. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to hit save and next. and it's asking for this page because we set this up. So it is required because we set that up as an example. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the same one in there. So let's hit save and next. Okay, so now it's going to basically our only option right now is to have this hosted with GrooveSell, and that's fine. That makes it easy. But in the future, you're going to be able to do this on your own page, on your own site with your own domain. So that'll come soon when they roll out a beta. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit next, save and continue. And this is if you have a bump offer. We don't have any bump offers, so those are just additional offers. We're not going to deal with that right now. And then we just keep moving through the process. So here you can actually choose if you wanted to, after they purchased this product, if you actually wanted to upsell them something else, you can actually add something there, and then put the name of the URL there, so that once they purchase that, rather than go to your thank you page at that point, it will take them to that other area. So we're not doing that, but I just wanted to show you that real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and continue. Okay, and so this is the fulfillment. Okay, so again, this is not anything that we need to worry about, because our only option right now is this option here. Now, technically, this is supposed to be just if you're dealing with a physical product, which we are, but if we were dealing with a digital download or something like that, on our thank you page, okay, so on our thank you page, we would offer them a link to whatever we want to deliver, you know. So it is possible. Just right now, the only option that we have to choose is this. So this is if we have a physical product, which we do right now. But again, if you do happen to have a digital product that you wanted to deliver, we wouldn't do it through here right now until they come out of beta. But for now, on your thank you page, you would just lead them to a specific link with that particular download file or digital file, whatever it is you're trying to do. All right, so let's go continue, save next. Okay, and now we're dealing with the affiliate. So we don't have any affiliate programs, but if you did, you wanted affiliate selling your products, this is all part of Groove. Let's go back. Let's make sure we're saved, which we are, and published, and Groove Affiliate. Okay, which you also get for free. So again, GroovePages, GrooveSell, and Groove Affiliate, all free. Just click on the link below. You don't need a credit card. You don't need anything. It's free for life. They're never going to ask you, to give them a credit card. It's not like a trial offer or anything. This is absolutely free. So I would definitely sign up for that below. All right. So that was with Groove Affiliate. So right now we're going to hit, there's no affiliate program, and we're going to hit save and continue. And then let's see where we're at. Okay, so there's going to be an area here for, I believe it's going to be testimonials and stuff like that. So that's not available yet. So we're just going to hit save and next. Okay, so here we go. So we've set up our funnel for our product, okay? And it's going to basically give us this tracking code. So what we want to do is we want to copy this code, okay? And it says, please paste this code in the body section of the product's sales page, okay? So we want to go and we want to put that into our sales page. And remember, we changed it to reflect the sales page earlier instead of saying offer, because it was really our sales page. So we're going to go back into our project, demo project, and we're going to select our sales page. Okay, sales. Okay, so here it is. And we're going to go to site settings, and we're going to put the it says to put it in the body code, so we're going to put that code right here. And so what that's going to do, and we're going to hit this check mark, we're going to save, we're going to publish. Okay, so we're good to go there. And so what that's going to do is going to basically be linked to this to make sure that we get all the stats and everything, and it's all synced together. All right, so let's go ahead and save and continue. Okay, so it's going to take us here. So let's take a look and see where we're at with our agenda here. So we did our overview. We did we set up our product. Okay, we looked at our Stripe account. We set that up. I'll show you real quick. Let's go ahead and show you that right now. So in Stripe, there are also additional things that you can set up if you wanted to use some external payment methods. And again, Stripe is great. I've used it for a few years now, and they've got really good support, and I really haven't had any problem with it. They've actually just kept improving year by year. So there's a bunch of different options here that that are available. So you'll just have to go in here and take a look and see what other payment methods you could use. Of course, there's also PayPal that you can integrate with GrooveSell. All right, so let's continue on with our agenda here. Okay, so we actually already did that. We created a new thank you page for the purchase product. Once they purchase it, we set up this page. Okay, that real quick page there. And the tracking code we got. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to get some links that will basically give us the actual URL for our buy button, which is a checkout. It'll be an embed widget if we were creating an actual checkout page rather than just having a buy button like this. I'll show you real quick. So right now we're utilizing this buy button. We're going to get the link for that, and we're going to insert it in here. Okay, and we're going to link that in a moment. But the other option that you also have is that you can embed the actual checkout page on this page if you wanted to. I'm not going to get into that, but if you did want to do that, just so you know where it is, you would actually go to Elements, and rather than have this button like that, you would come down to I believe it's integrations, yeah, checkout embed, and you would drag this into there and go from there. All right, so but for our purposes, we are actually using this, and we're going to lead them directly to our checkout button with the URL that we're going to generate. So the way that we do that is we go back to GrooveSell, okay, where we have our product funnel already made. Okay, and what we need to do is we need to go to funnels, and we need to go to actions. You see how it says draft mode? We want to go and we want to make this live. Okay, so what it's going to ask us for is a subdomain, because again, remember, this is being hosted with GrooveFunnels servers. So in order for them to host our site, they want to know what our subdomain is. So let's go ahead and say Planet Petwear. So we'll say make funnel live. Okay, you see that went live there. All right, so let's go back to our product funnels. So we go here to manage products. Okay, and now you can see, I'm sorry I didn't point this out earlier, but this was not pink, and that's what we wanted to get. So we wanted to get this area here so that it's now selectable, and we click on that, and now we have these options here. So we want to tell it this is for our checkout page. So do we want to show like a multi-step where let's say this is our checkout page, it would say, like, you know, first thing you want to do is put in your info, then bank details and address and that kind of thing, and I'll show you that in a moment. And that's what multi-step is. This is if we set up just one price, which we didn't because I wanted to show you an example. So we're going to go ahead and select multi-price checkout and multi-step, and we'll hit next. Okay, and it shows the multi-products that we have. At this point, we can unchoose one of them if we wanted to. I'm just going to leave it on there just to show you how it looks. And then we just go ahead and hit generate link. Okay, and so now we have this link here. Okay, this is a hosted checkout. This is the link that I told you we're going to put in our button right here. Okay, but then I also wanted to show you here, it also gives you an embed into your own page. So if you went with the option where I told you that you could basically create this into a checkout form, right, embedded into your site, that's the code that you would need. But we're going to go with the hosted checkout. We're going to copy this, and we're going to go to our button, and we're going to go to configure, and we are going to go to a URL, and we're going to hit open new tab. We're going to paste it in. We're going to hit update. Let's make sure we hit update. Okay, we're going to save, and we're going to go ahead and publish. All right, and then we're going to take a look at this page. So let me make sure I know the name of it. Color sales demo. Okay. Yeah, color sales demo. Okay, so now we have this page. All right, so we're going to click on this button, see if it works. All right, so here we go. So there's the multiple items that we selected. Okay, we did a recurring. We also did a one-time payment. Here is all the information that the person buying would need to put in. So they would fill this out, and it would go step by step by step. And so there it is. So let me show you basically what we've done. So let's go back, and we'll go to the opt-in. Okay, so we created our opt-in page. It's going to deliver this ebook through email, which I showed you an active campaign. They're going to be put into a series of emails to reinforce them going to our sales page or our offer, which is this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, which is this offer. So the whole point is we're trying to get them to buy this, right? So we basically want to entice them by giving them after they've opted in for the ebook, we want to tell them, hey, you have the opportunity to get these additional ebooks, and we're reinforcing that with the emails that we put them on in the autoresponder. So we have a funnel for the autoresponder that we continue to send them out, and we tell them about each one of these books. Hey, you really should get this, whatever, and and then we direct them to our sales page, okay, which is this one. And so that would be the final step of this process. And then of course we created our thank you page, which would take them, this thank you demo after they actually purchase the product. All right, so there you go. We did that complete funnel. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you like this video, or if you enjoyed this series, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot, and I appreciate the support. And go ahead and click below to get your free account for GroovePages, GrooveSell, GroovePages, GrooveSell, Groove Affiliate, all free. You just have to click on the link below, and if you sign up through my account, you're actually going to get access to a special training by Mike Fulsamy, who is the co-creator of GroovePages, GrooveSell, and Groove Affiliate. He's hosted a webinar from a underground superstar internet marketer named Paul Murphy, where he teaches you how to get your sites #1 on Google and YouTube. So go ahead, click the link below, get this for free while you can, and I will see you in my next video. See you then.